Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Let's Talk with Kay with me. I'm tired. Kay. Oh, it's been a while. I think it's been over a week since I last spoken with you guys. And it's not for bad reasons at all. It's actually been for good reasons. As you probably can tell if you've been watching my channel, I have just came back from a run, and it's still hot here in New Mexico. I don't know how it is in other places in the United States and other places in the world, but here in the United States it's still officially summer, and depending on what region you live in, it could be cooling down a lot already. And then here in the West Coast, especially the desert areas, you can still experience summer in its fullest. Right now it is August, I think it's the 21st. I'm going through all these. I'm like, okay, I see you. August the 21st, I'm talking to my watch. August the 21st, it is 9:34 a.m. and it is 77 degrees outside, so it's still hot. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you about what's currently happening, the reasons why I didn't really complete my 30-day video a day challenge. And I guess it'll be self-explanatory once I tell you what's been going on in my present world and what I plan for the future. Tentative. Like I mentioned, like I always say in pretty much every video, that basically I'm a full-time reseller online. So I put my business first. Whatever is happening in my business, I'm pretty much going to fall in line with that. And I am a mother of a teenage daughter, and I also have two, I'm going to call them seasoned. I have two seasoned cats. So that's part of my story that I'm about to tell. Okay, these are the reasons why I didn't complete my 30-day YouTube video a day challenge. First of all, I would have to say I think I did a good job, because I think I did put out 2 weeks. I think I put out 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, of videos a day. And then, you know, of course, life got busy or whatever. And I'm only one person, so I do get tired, of course. I am human. But it kind of gave me a different perspective on my current videos and what I want to change. So it kind of, I guess those thoughts did discourage me from doing more and more videos as well. But let me just start off with what I've been up to. Well, as far as volunteering, I'm still volunteering at the animal shelter. I volunteered last week, and I stayed less than an hour this last Sunday, because I'm not sure that I felt like I lost a lot of weight, mind you. I kind of put on a little bit back. I think it's water weight and other stuff. So I guess my body was like, okay, we're not used to you, you know, being on this diet, which is a healthy diet. It's not nothing extreme. And when I was at the shelter, all of a sudden I just kind of felt like, you know, when you feel hungry, you kind of have that, not dizziness, but just really tired, lethargic feeling, like you kind of having the shakes or whatever. So I was like, and I was with my daughter at the time. I'm like, listen, and I felt kind of weak. I'm like, listen, I can't stay very long. And the smell, of course, it's an animal shelter, so like the smell became overpowering. So I was like, I have to go. We have to get something to eat. So we went and got breakfast at this local restaurant here in town, of course, and that was an oxymoron. So, or redundant. So I had a big breakfast, and I think that's the start of my weight gain. The lowest I was, which was, I think this past Sunday was 158 point something. So I was under 160 pounds. But I guess, I don't know. I just think, and what's so weird, I'm on this diet program, like not sponsored, but it's through this program called Noom. They ought to sponsor me. And, you know, and what was my point of that? It's a healthy diet. It tells you how many calories that you can afford to eat. You know, accounting for all the activity that you've done for the day, or the calories you are losing, you know, in other words. So it's been doing really well for me, but I will have to say I lost a lot of weight on it, and I started gaining. And what's so fun, I remember now, what's so funny was they on the Noom app, it stated that in one of the lessons that when you start losing more weight, food becomes more appetizing. And that's kind of what happened. I'm just like, I need to eat. And my biggest problem is snacks. I'm like, listen, I've been snacking all week, and I'm like, I need to stop. I don't need to buy no snacks unless it's for my daughter. Okay, so that's kind of what happened. I've been volunteering. Personal wise, I said personal wise, well, whatever, man. I'm country. In my personal life, my daughter started school. So, of course, that's a seasonal change, a huge seasonal change, because you may be used to waking up a little bit later. Your daughter used to be waking up a little bit later, and then you have more of a routine and all this other type of stuff. So, that's what happened. And what's so crazy with her school, her school's AC broke down, so they only have school for half days. So that's kind of been throwing off my work schedule, because I'm working, and as soon as I get into like a little groove or whatever, I have to get up, leave home, and pick up my daughter from school early. So that's been something. So of course, with all that, you know, comes being more routine, of course, the school shopping and all that. And as far as personal life and health, I'm still running, but not as often. It's been so hot, but I have been working out pretty much almost every day. I started going to the gym more. I upgraded my gym membership to where I can use some of the I'll probably say start using some, because I was on the lowest tier at first, but now I'm pretty much at almost the highest tier. It's the second highest tier. So I'm able to use the amenities, and one of the amenities that's really encouraging me to go to the gym, which I talked about, I think, in my last video, was the zero gravity chair. Love it. And I wasn't using it completely right. I found out yesterday, because it was working fine to me, but I was sitting up when I was been laying down in it. So the person basically who worked at the gym was doing a tour with with potential gym members, and he saw me and he just like, oh, it wasn't lay back, and he pressed it. I was like, oh, okay, thanks. It kind of felt a little bit intrusive at first, but I was like, whatever. So I have been working out, and today I ran, and I'm really proud of myself, because I actually ran the whole 3 miles, 3.1 miles to be exact, for the 5K. So that told me right there that despite the heat and all that, I'm able to run. And plus, I have this thing called runner's toe, which basically, I guess due to friction or whatever, that your big toe, mainly your big toe, will bruise, and I guess blood will form or whatever under the toe. It looks nasty, but it's not real serious, because it's starting to clear up. I think I had it for about a month. So, but it's not as real serious to the point that it's infected and swollen and all that. It's clearing up actually. So it kind of bothered my run. I wasn't able to really run as well, and plus because of the heat, that I was like was stopping like soon after 2 miles. I'm like, okay. So today I was kind of doubtful today whether I was gonna do that run, and I was like, okay, well, let me go and run. Just go ahead and run and see how it works out. But I felt more rested. I felt energetic. I did have some coffee. Yeah, breakfast of champions. I had iced caramel macchiato, a small one, and I had what you call it, butter croissant. So I had that, and it worked. You know, it was good enough. It worked. And basically I was able to finish that run. I finished it at 37 minutes and 7 seconds. Considering that's fast, because I usually run in a spot where there's a lot of hills and stuff. So, and I think the last mile is basically just nothing but going uphill for that mile. So it's preparing me for my next run that I plan on doing in October. So I was proud of that. It was a good run. I will say that. I think it beats. I need to find out. I'll probably show it, you know, if I remember during the editing process. That I think that time beats my last 5K's competition time, if I remember correctly. If that's the case, that's really good, considering that I haven't ran as much as I usually would have. So that's pretty good. So health wise, I'm still feeling healthy. I feel like the surgery was a success. I went to my appointment, which I don't remember speaking about in my last video, but I did go to my appointment. I got the thumbs up on all of that, you know, so that was pretty good. And so I got all clear health wise and everything, and that was good. And speaking of which, I did mention my cats early in this video. Well, they senior cats. One of my cats, I think, let me see. I got the oldest cat. I always start with the oldest cat. I got the oldest cat, which is a Siamese, in 2013, was around 1 year old. So let me see, 13, 23, that's 10. And then 23, 24, 25, that's, so 13 years old if I counted it right. 13 years old. So, where's it from? Yeah, 13, because I did get her at, you know, 1. So she's 13 years old. The other cat is around the same age, or no, 12. So the youngest cat, that's 12 years old, I'm like shaking, like, what's going on? He's a Persian, and I had to take him to his vet, because he started having like little wheezing or whatever. Like he'll be asleep, and then next thing you know, he kind of got this dry cough, dry wheeze, and then he will jump off. This is one of the examples. He will jump off and kind of just sit there and wheeze and things like that and hack. So I took him to the vet, and basically they think that his little heart murmur is probably kind of, what they call it, kind of gotten worse. That's the best way I can put it. Gotten a little worse. They suspect it. He's a little dude, and you wouldn't tell. I mean, cats hide their injuries and sicknesses very well, so you wouldn't even tell that he has some type of heart murmur. He'll like run up the stairs, run back up the stairs, follow me like everywhere. He gotten really clingy lately, and I'm like, dude, you wouldn't know unless he was, you know, he would start hacking and doing that dry cough. He started doing it more. So he got little x-rays. They could have got more, which I'm kind of glad they didn't, because it's so mean to say, because them things are expensive. So they did little x-rays. He had a little attitude during the process. So when they brought him back in the room, the examining room, they had to put him in like a little burrito, as they call it, where he's wrapped in a towel, you know, so he won't be attacking them. And so I haven't gotten the results yet. So they took the x-rays, you know, to somebody to be seen. So he might be seeing a specialist, which is like money flying out, you know, more money. So there's that. And then of course next month they have their Wildcat exam. I like Wildcat. Is that what it's even called? But anyways, yeah, so basically that's what's been going on in my life right now. I've just been busy. Business been more of a success. I'm breaking records and things like that in my sales and my earnings. So I'm really excited about that. It makes me more excited about this fourth quarter, which is like my favorite quarter of the selling season, because it's the holidays and people buy more. So, and I'm resale. Of course, I want that to happen, or else I wouldn't be making no money. But anyways, but I'm in a good industry. I sell pre-owned clothes and, you know, new with tags clothes. So I guess a great segue is look in the description and you will see where I sell it on Poshmark, eBay, and Depop. I still sell on Mercari, but that may end at the end of this year. I haven't sold anything on Mercari for like 2 months, I guess. So, and it's been besides that, it's been like really a horrible platform for me to sell on, because I haven't had really no true success on that platform. So, and I started using that platform last year in the summertime, I believe. Yeah, no, it was in March, I think, to be exact. I started selling there last year on March. It was great at first, and then it just kind of like took a nosedive and continued to the point it's like in cardiac arrest right now. So, but my other platforms are doing well. So, yeah, so that's pretty much a life update. What I plan on doing, I want to upgrade my videos, because I feel like I will do great at doing reaction videos as well. So I want to, but I'm still gonna not veer off of my goal of my channel or my intentions of this channel, which is to basically give like good advice, whether it's like I mentioned, I forgot to mention earlier, my tag, I talk about lifestyle, health, fitness, wellness, with a little bit of spirituality, throw in the mix of pop culture in there. And I will have to say welcome to my new subscribers. I appreciate that. Welcome. I appreciate the viewers from my supporters as well as my haters on here that's bringing my views up. I see the potential of my channel, and I'm like, dude, get these videos out here. You know, you have potential based on the views that I'm getting. So yeah, so I guess, you know, unlike my childhood, which I was pretty much invisible and pretty much still is now to my family, or at least they make me want to feel, they try to make me feel that way. But honestly, I'm like, people do want to hear what I have to say, and even on TikTok, you know. So I still, all the things that I said I plan on doing, I still plan on doing. But I was going to say, my 30-day challenge, I might bring that back up, but, you know, start the clock back over on day one. I have plans. I have thoughts about doing something special for like the Halloween season. Probably on TikTok mainly. So follow me on TikTok with the same name, Let's Talk with Kay. But because I know on TikTok I did mention I want to talk about the episodes of the Twilight Zone. I still haven't forgotten about that. I'm not sure if I want to do that during the Halloween season or later on. And then also I want to incorporate one more, I think it's like one more story that I have as far as my experience dealing with, you know, things that happened to me during my spiritual awakening, as well as I think I spoke about all my previous ghost stories and a supposedly ghost story which turned out to be something else, which I probably will speak on. And that's probably gonna be exclusively on TikTok, and then I might move it, like combine all the videos and move it later to YouTube as one video compilation. I want to talk about the holidays. The people who are religious probably be mad about this, but at the end of the day, I hate to say it, but nobody really celebrate the holidays for what they are. It's pretty much a money grab. It's pretty much hyper consumerism. And I told my daughter that, you know, I'm not planning on celebrating it. you know, but we might cook something or whatever. I might buy you something, because to me, I feel like it'll be taking the rug out from under her feet, you know, that she used to getting gifts and stuff, and all of a sudden she don't get nothing. So I said I'll probably give her a gift or two. She seemed like she understand me. She understands, but you know, she didn't cry out or whatever. Mom, that's not fair. Give me some gifts. Why you being so mean to me? She ain't doing nothing like that. She just like, okay, but you know, she might not, she probably kind of like me when I was younger. I really didn't express a whole lot, you know, and things of that nature. So I still plan on doing something. I might not go all out. Mind you, Christmas, I would say specifically, was one of my favorite. It was the favorite holiday. But now that I learned more about what Christmas means, which I plan on talking about all this stuff during the holidays. Yes, it's my channel. Some people probably be pissed. If you are offended easily, I would say probably do not watch me during that time, because I know a lot of people have cognitive dissonance, like absolute cognitive dissonance in a lot of ways, as far as religion, politics, family dynamics. Cognitive dissonance is all throughout the fabric of life in this country, especially. So yeah, so that's what's going on. I don't want to make this video too long. So yeah, but I do miss you guys. That's why I had to come out with a video. I want, like I said, or I didn't really explain a lot. I do want to come out with more reaction videos, and I guess just to get you a little Easter egg, I would say, talk more about Dr. Umar, and a new person or family that I'm planning on talking about is the Resilient Jenkins. Yes, so I'm gonna talk more about that, but I'm gonna have some healthy aspects to that. I don't want to be feeling like I'm just shitting on people, you know. But yeah, so come follow me or subscribe. Let's talk with Kay. Like, comment, share. Yeah. I just wanted to use my radio voice. So like, comment, and share. Subscribe. Help grow my channel. I still have a goal. I do want to reach 1,000 by the end of the year. And it would encourage me to make more videos. Okay? I guess the voice change was inspired by Stephanie, the Resilient Jenkins member. Okay, anyways, I'm about to go ahead and go, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day, and see you next time. Bye-bye.